Good morning, dear students. This is Nitin Garg. Let's start the IT class. Students, today I am going to continue the Unit 3rd, Chapter 5, Editing a Document. This is the Part 4th video tutorial related to MS Word. Students, in this video tutorial, I will cover the below topics. First one is non-printing characters, second is checking spelling and grammar, and third is using thesaurs. Now the question arises, what are non-printing characters? Non-printing characters are the characters that do not appear in a printed document. They are also known as formatting marks. Non-printing characters, they are basically used for formatting the document. Following are the some most common non-printable characters used in word processor. First one is space, second is tab character, it is indicated by a arrow. Third is paragraph mark, this is the symbol of paragraph mark. Fourth one is non-breaking space, and the last one is line break. Right. So now let's have a look, students, how we can apply the non-printing characters in our document. By default, non-printing characters are not visible on the computer screen. So to show or hide the non-printing characters, follow the steps. First of all, click onto the Home tab. This is the Home tab, and then click on Show Hide button in the paragraph group. This is the paragraph group. Click on Show Hide button. This is the Show Hide button. Click onto that button. After clicking this button, the non-printing characters will be displayed or visible in your document, such as this symbol. This symbol, it is used for paragraph marks. Paragraph marks means when you start your paragraph from the next line, and these are the dots in between the words. After each and every word, a dot is visible to you. This is known as space. This dot. After hard word, space copies. After copies word, space of dot space. After the word, space is visible. Right, students? Next non-printable character is tab character. Identify the tab character. Here is this is the tab character. Arrow sign here. This is known as tab character. Whenever you press the tab key from the keyboard, then tab character, non-tab character will be displayed. Next non-printing character is non-breaking space. This is the sign, O sign, zero sign, O. This is known as also a non-printing character. This one, O. This is a non-printing character. So in that way we can apply the non-printing characters. Show the non-printing characters. If you want to hide the non-printing characters, again click onto the paragraph mark button. This is the paragraph mark button. Then the non-printing characters will not be displayed. So next feature is checking spelling and grammar. Checking spelling and grammar. Students, sometimes you have observed that red, green and blue wavy lines under a few words in your document. These lines indicate spelling and grammatical errors in a document. Right? You can correct the errors by the following ways. How we can correct the errors? How we can correct the grammatical errors. Suppose I am opening a document which I have already created in MS Word. Right? Just have a look. This is the document which I have already created. Right, students? Now, how we can use the checking and spelling grammar option? First method is using the context menu. Using the context menu. Suppose I am deleting a letter U from the word computer. Now this word becomes COMPTER, compter, right? So this is a misspelled, this is a incorrectly spelled word or misspelled spelled word. A red wavy line under any word signifies the incorrectly spelled word. To correct the spelling error, right click on the incorrectly spelled word. Just you have to right click on the incorrectly spelled word. A list of suggested corrections will be displayed. Select any option. Suppose here I am selecting the word computer. Then the incorrectly spelled word, it is replaced by the correct word. Right. So in that way we can remove the red wavy lines. Next, green wavy lines. A green wavy line under any word or sentence indicates a grammatical error. Suppose from this sentence I am removing to, right? Then green wavy line will be displayed under the word belongs. It means here is the grammatical error in our sentence. How we can remove the grammatical error? Just we have to write here to, and then grammatical error will be removed, right? Or you can right click on the word and then select any option from the suggestions box. Next is blue wavy line. A blue wavy line under any word refers to a contextual error. Now have a look. This is the word dear, right? So first of all, what is the contextual error means? Contextual error occurs when a correctly spelled word is used mistakenly for another word. This is the correctly spelled word. DEER, it is also a word. It is correct. But it occurs when a correctly spelled word is used mistakenly for another word. Means I want to use here another word, but by default the spelling is correct of the word dear, DEER, right? So how we can remove it? Right click on the word and then select the dear option from the suggestions box, right? Contextual error. A blue wavy line under any word. When a blue wavy line under any word displays, suppose this is a word dear, it means the spelling of the word is correct, DEER, this spelling is correct, but the usage of the word is inappropriate at this place, right? Dear Mr. George, the usage of the word dear, DEER, is inappropriate, so we have to correct it, right? We have to select the dear, DEAR, this is the correct word. The dear word should be used in place of dear. Next, how we can check the spelling and grammars? Second method is using the dialog box. To check the spelling and grammatical errors in a document, by using the spelling and grammar dialog box, you have to follow the steps. First of all, you have to open a Word document. This is the Word document which I have already opened. Click onto the Review tab. This is the Review tab. And then select spelling and grammar option from the Profi group. This is the Profi group. Select spelling and grammar option, right? Suppose again I am deleting you from the word computer. Again the spelling of the word computer is incorrect. Then click onto the Review tab. From the Profi group, select spelling and grammar, right? The spelling and grammar dialog box will be displayed. This word COMPTER, it is displayed in not in dictionary section. Not in dictionary section means this word is not present in MS Word dictionary, right? So we have to replace that word from here, suggestions box. From the suggestions box, a list of options will be displayed. You can select any word from here. Suppose I am selecting this word computers, COMPUTER, and then click on change button. Then Microsoft Word displays a message, the spelling and grammar check is complete. Then click on OK. In that way we can correct the spelling and grammar using the dialog box. Third method to open the spelling and grammar dialog box is using the shortcut key. Shortcut key is F7. To display the spelling and grammar dialog box, the shortcut key is F7. I have pressed the F7 key from the keyboard. Now the spelling and grammar dialog box is displayed in that way. Again select the computer word and then click on change button. OK. Right. Next topic is thesaurs. What are thesaurs? Thesaurs is a built-in dictionary that enables you to look up synonyms, antonyms, word substitutes and alternate spellings. Right. Means synonyms and antonyms means the word which have similar meanings. Antonyms means word has opposite meanings. So thesaurs, it enables you to look up the synonyms, antonyms, word substitutes and alternate spellings. Thesaurs feature increases your writing abilities and vocabulary. Right students, it increases your writing abilities and it also increases your vocabulary. Now let's have a look how we can apply the thesaurs feature. First of all, we have to select any word. Suppose here I am selecting the word amount. Right. First of all, we have to select the word and then click onto the review tab, and then from the proofing group select thesaurs option. This is the research tasks pane appears at the right side of the window, right, and it displays the synonyms and antonyms of the selected word. These are the synonyms and antonyms of the selected word, right. Move the mouse pointer to the suitable word which you want to insert in your document in place of amount. Move the mouse pointer on that word, right, and then click onto the drop down arrow that appears next to the word. Select insert option. The word amount, it is changed by the word total. So in that way we can apply the thesaurs option. We can apply the new word which is related to the selected word, synonyms or antonyms. Next process, you can also select a synonym by pressing the Alt key and clicking on that word. Suppose I am pressing the Alt key from the keyboard and clicking on the word volume. After clicking on the word volume, in the research task pane, the volume word will be displayed in the search for box, and these are the words related to volume, means synonyms and antonyms related to volume, right. Then if you want to apply any word, then select that word, click onto the drop down arrow and then select insert option. The word volume, it will be replaced by capacity, right. So in that way we can apply the thesaurs option. You can also replace a word with its synonym. Another method to apply the synonym of any word, how we can apply, just right click on the selected word. First of all, we have to select a word. Suppose again I am selecting the word total, then right click on it and then select synonyms option. From the context menu, a list of similar meanings will be displayed. Select any suitable synonym from the displayed list of your choice. Suppose I am selecting here entire word. So in that way we can apply the synonyms of any word. We can also apply the thesaurus. We can also open the dialog box of thesaurus window using the shortcut key. What is the shortcut key to open the thesaurus dialog box? The shortcut key to open the thesaurus dialog box is Shift plus F7. Shift plus F7 is the shortcut key to open the thesaurus dialog box. Now I am pressing the Shift plus F7 key from the keyboard. Again, the research task pane will be displayed on the right hand side of the window. So students, that's it for today. Have a nice day. This chapter number 5, editing a document, it is finished.